Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol WG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I'll let you this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious or rub salt on the wounds or anything, but quite the eventful day in the bears' favor. Not only was the price action pretty, eventful, but you look down here at the volume, and by far the biggest volume this chart has had for quite a while. So a lot of eyeballs on this one. I want to get some levels of support mapped out, but really kind of talk about a very interesting chart setup that has taken place. And that is, given, obviously the price got beat up. And then again, each of these represents 30 minutes. Look at the final 30 minutes of the day. Big old volume, and then you have this little tiny candle, which we would call in the world of charts a hammer, a doji candle. But it's presenting a very interesting situation. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish trading was this easy. Just because the price got really beat up, and then there's a bunch of volume in 30 minutes, and then a nice hammer candle formed, does not mean that I can sit here or anyone else and say, so therefore, this thing is guaranteed to bounce upwards tomorrow. Now, would it be shocking to see some sort of bounce? No, that would not be shocking at all. But again, myself nor anyone else can sit here and proclaim that as a fact, because that would imply then that there's a such thing as a guarantee in the market, which there is not. So in the event, though, it does start to bounce, that's what I kind of want to mainly focus on, because as far as supports are concerned, I mean, as far as today, yeah, it went down as low as 17 cents. So that's really the level of support. That's where the bleeding finally stopped. Other than that, though, you just pretty much got to use your gut instincts, and your guess is as good as mine. But in the event it does bounce because of these dynamics that I've already talked about, let's talk about a couple areas of resistance that the bulls would have to fight through to generate, more momentum and a bigger bounce. First key area of resistance, keep an eye on if this thing does start to get some bounce and some, kind of legs underneath it. Right up there, right around 25, 26 cents. This was an area of support from earlier in the day. So that would be that first initial area to really keep an eye on. In the event the price can get a good solid break above there, next level of support, not until really up around the 36 cent mark. Am I saying it's going to shoot straight up there within 10 minutes? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, when these movements get beat up this quick, that's what can produce some very solid bounces, is just because there's quite a bit of spaces that start to occur between those areas of resistance. And if you've been trading long enough, then you know exactly what I mean about a stock that gets beat up in a hurry. There can be some pretty solid bounces back up. Again, am I saying that's for sure going to happen? No, but in the event it does, keep an eye on these couple areas of resistance. But yeah, interesting setup going into tomorrow. We'll see what happens with it. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.